whether or not the rumors are true.
The only one who ever knew. My dreams began to turn out. I told them it's my turn now. They in the club and I'm in the studio. Guess they gonna learn now. Told myself I want it all, gotta get it all, never gonna burn out. I've been busy working, you busy flirting. Guess you get what you deserve now. Whoa.
What is up, YouTube? A little bit of a different video for you all today. Obviously, this isn't going out on my scheduled time, and as you can tell from the title of today's video, I will be addressing whether or not the rumors are true. Yes, I am competing, actually. I am doing the WNBF Vancouver Naturals on May 6th. And as of today, when I am filming today's video, I am officially 4 days out. And when this video is live, I will officially be 1 day out. Very excited to be stepping on the stage again. This is the second time I've done the Vancouver show with the WNBF Canada. So why have I kept it super quiet? For those who have been following me for a while, you know that I have always just kind of gone to great lengths to document my bodybuilding competition preps. And the biggest reason why I've done that in the past is because there's not a lot of behind the scenes as to what is involved in a bodybuilding competition prep. There are for certain people, but the vulnerability, the struggles, and a lot of the behind the scenes portions of bodybuilding isn't always shared a whole heck of a lot. So that's always been my biggest motivator for really just going to great lengths to document my previous competition seasons. However, this time around, I really just wanted to take that pressure off of myself. A few people have found out. I have told a close group of people as well, and even just based off of you probably seeing me, my face and things like that, you can tell that I am dieting as of right now. So a few people have found out, and I know people are just joking when they say this, but a lot of people have said that I've been being sneaky about it, and I know that people are just teasing. But just to clarify, my intentions weren't to be sneaky or anything like that. I just needed to take that pressure off of myself, especially after the amount of pressure that I put on myself last year. The seasons before last year, I didn't put as much pressure on myself. I more so just wanted to document things and showcase what my journey is like, what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I honestly love going back and watching my previous videos. It's kind of like a diary, if you will. So it's kind of cool to go back in time and see the person who you used to be and notice things that have changed, things that haven't changed. And I don't know, it's cool to go back and like just see that person. So who knows, maybe I'll regret not sharing this competition season, but this has been my best prep to date. And it's not just because I haven't shared anything on social media and I've taken that pressure off of myself. You know, I really maintained a good off-season physique this past year where I've only lost 10 pounds over the last 5 months. So just to backtrack a little bit here, after my season last year, which ended at the end of May of 2022, I was kind of going back and forth with the idea of stepping on stage sooner than later. So Kyle and I just kind of, chatted it out. We made the decision that, hey, you know what? Let's just kind of maintain a bit of a leaner physique. In your off season, try to focus on having a structured reverse diet and really being diligent with that and not rebounding poorly or anything like that. So I made an effort to put on about 10% of my weight within like 4 to 6 weeks last year. So my stage weight last year was 105. So I got back up to 115 pounds in maybe about a 4 to 6 week period, and then focused on maintaining my results there. And then we decided, like, we'll see how I feel in the fall, you know, maybe like around November, and discuss whether or not I wanted to diet down for the spring again. So, you know, typically when you get off stage, your hormones and your emotions aren't always that reliable. They aren't always stable. So making a decision at that point in time, my mind was already made up, where I was like, no, I'm done. I don't want to compete again. I'm tired. And for those who followed my season last year, everything that happened with losing Hoot and everything like that, the amount of stress that I was under, it just didn't end the way that I wanted it to. And it was a really tough season where I was like emotionally unstable, where I knew, I'm like, no, I don't want to compete. I'm done. So logically, we decided, like I said, let's just reverse diet. Let's keep a relatively leaner physique, maintain a little bit leaner than what I typically would maintain at, which would maybe be around 120, 125 pounds. So 5 to 10 pounds leaner than what I typically would maintain. And then we can decide in the fall. And, you know, things normalized. My emotions stabilized. I had time to recover and heal from everything that happened, where, you know what, I was like, okay, I think I can give this another go. So I started dieting for this show in December, took a bit of a diet break over the holiday season, and just at that time decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to tell anybody, because I didn't tell anybody in December, and I'm like, I'm feeling really good right now. I was focused on my business, focused on my clients, and just focused on providing value on social media. I've always more so done the Gary Vee approach on social media, where I would document versus create. And while I totally think that that's a valid strategy, I kind of got away from that in December of 2022, and I really got into just providing more educational content, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm like, you know what, we're gonna keep doing this. I just want to provide value to people. People don't, you know, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but, you know, people don't give a shit about my problems and what I'm going through. Yes, to some degree, that's why you all are following me and listening to me talk right now, but people want to know how they can have their problems solved, and I want to help them solve their problems. So I really got into providing more educational content on social media. As you guys can even see from the direction of my channel here, I don't really do vlogs anymore. I don't really document what's going on in my life. You know, maybe something exciting happens, like when I went to Amsterdam, for example. Yeah, I'll share my life with you guys. I'm not a super secretive person, but I would rather invest my time and energy into providing value to help people with their problems versus me documenting my problems, if that makes sense. So I continued down that path where I'm like, I'm not gonna do a prep series this year. I'm just gonna, you know, stay quiet about it, take that pressure off of myself to document everything, and to take that pressure off of myself where everybody last year would say to me, oh, Kristen, you're getting your pro card this year. And while of course that's still on the bucket list, while that's still a goal for myself, I'm okay if it doesn't happen. I've come to terms with that, where I more so wanted to focus on building a pro level physique versus chasing the status of a pro card. And I feel like I've accomplished that. I know that I have a pro level physique. I'm very proud of everything that I have built for myself, where whatever happens on Saturday, I'm okay with. But last year, like, it got in my head quite a bit, if I'm being completely honest with you all. Everybody on social media always saying to me, oh, this is your year, you're gonna get your pro card. And it just, you know, put that additional layer of pressure on me. And I didn't want to deal with that this year. I just wanted to take the lessons that I learned from prep last year and apply those lessons this year. Because you always learn something new when you're doing a competition prep. You always learn something new about yourself, about your body, different strategies that you can implement. And that's what I wanted to focus on versus, you know, just getting hung up on the whole like chasing a pro card thing. You know, there's much more to competing, for me anyways, than just chasing that pro status. I always learn something new about myself. I always learn something new that I can take away and become a better coach and help my clients through. And that was my biggest goal for this season. So that's basically it. That is why I decided to stay super quiet about it and not tell most people or do an announcement until one day before the show, because when this comes out, I'm not even going to be on social media that day. Maybe a little bit, but my goal is just to stay super quiet and focused on getting the job done and going from there. So afterwards, I'm not sure what will be next. Like I said, when you get off stage, your hormones and your emotions are typically unstable. And even though I'm in a better headspace, like night and day different this year in comparison to last year, I still will feel probably a little bit emotional and feel a little bit unstable, where I don't know what will be next after I get off stage on Saturday. And I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and we'll see what happens. So having said all that, I will do an updated video afterwards once I've had some time to let everything digest, see what happens, and give you guys a little bit more of a background as to what I did a little bit more differently this prep in comparison to last prep, why this prep was a lot easier in comparison to last year. You know, just as a little bit of a teaser, I'm doing zero cardio. I've done basically no cardio for the last month of my prep, whereas last year I was doing 2 45-minute sessions a day, and I'm the same stage weight, but I look night and day different. I'll try to do like an overlay photo of how my body was sitting last year with all the cardio, the amount of depletion that I did in comparison to this year. Biggest reason why this year was a lot better than last year, but that will be for another video. So if that is something you guys are interested in, maybe give this video a like and comment down below, and I'll be sure to give you guys an update as to what I did differently this year and why. So I will leave it there, but before I sign off today's video, I just wanted to thank everybody for your support. Again, I wasn't trying to be sneaky at all. I was just trying to do something for myself and not do it for the hype and the attention of being on social media, because that is often why a lot of competitors compete. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's an amazing feeling to see the amount of support that you gain from the people around you, how much it inspires people to be dieting so aggressively for months on end. So I get it. It's an amazing feeling to be able to inspire that many people. But I've done this enough that I just knew that I needed to take a step back and do it for no other reason but myself. It wasn't to gain more followers. It wasn't to gain more business. It wasn't to take shredded photos for Instagram or anything like that. It was literally just for myself. And I think that one of the biggest reasons why it was just such an incredible prep this year. So thank you all again. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and wish me luck tomorrow. If anybody wants to watch, Kyle does run the live stream for the WMBF events in Canada. I will put the link for the live stream below. Wish me luck. Thank you all again so much for checking out today's video. I'll see you in the next one.